So, watching the Authentic Moments the other day, right?
Right.
And, you know, when you're watching them from the YouTube channel, they kind of from our YouTube channel, they flow in sequence, one after the other, after the other, after another, after another. And as I'm watching them, like stuff is hitting me, like it's hitting me like really with a bang, with the impact. And it's like, yo, you have influence, you know, at a major level where you're speaking life into, you know, people. You've been entrusted with a gift, and you're developing leaders. You know, it's not like you're just, you know, talking to any average Joe. There's leaders that you're pouring into, and they're you know, they got to go pour into other people. So you got to, you know, I'm telling myself, dang man, you got a responsibility to you know, cultivate your gifts and your talents and things like that. And in one of the videos, I think it was Rob. He was like, he's like, I'm trying to figure out. He was like, I was trying to figure out all this time how he was able to pour into so many people, how I was able to pour into so many people, and still, you know, function and stuff like that.
Right.
In that same moment, I was telling them that, you know, I have 5 people that I'm accountable to. And I was saying how my dad, I was saying my wife, my mom, you, and my pastor. And, you know, a lot of people don't see this side of our relationship because they already see, like, me coaching somebody. But they don't see you coaching me. You know what I'm saying? So I was just, you know, it's just like, it was some things that I wanted to bring to you today, like far as what I experienced this weekend. You know what I'm saying? Well, this whole week, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, some of the stuff, you know, you've experienced, you know, before. Most of the stuff you've experienced before, and, you know, you've been there. But for me, it felt different than it felt different than what it's been up until this point. And, you know, I read something before where it said the meaning of life is to find your gift, and the purpose of life is to give it away. To give it away. And, you know, I felt like I watched the Tupac movie. I watched the Tupac movie. I watched those videos, and certain things had a huge impact. Like at one point in the movie, Tupac was like, "Yo, I had like I'm the voice for the voiceless." You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like certain things were just hitting me. Like I felt like when he said that, I felt like I got the ability to reach a demographic, to reach a culture, to reach a certain group of people that a European persuasion can't get across to, that a pastor can't get across to, that you know, a police officer or a probation officer can't get across to. You understand what I'm saying? And I just feel like that's my calling. That's my, you know, that's the meaning of why I'm here. You know what I'm saying? And it kind of hit me because it was people reaching very, very low points in these authentic moments. Phone call, my man wanted to just, you know, he wanted to check out. He was just like, yo, you know, I think my life is over. You know what I'm saying? Just with stuff like that, man. And, you know, it's just like, you know, he like, I just need you to motivate me. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Well, you have a gift. You have a talent beyond. You're not a trainer. I tell you that all the time. You're a transformer. And the truth is, when I told you a long time ago when we met, I was at a low point, and I coached a lot of people. But when I came to you, I saw something different. That's why I said I want you to write the book. Okay. But I've been wanting to tell you something for a minute. And I think it comes down to a situation where it's time now. And just a little bit, you know a lot about my background a little bit, but I'm going to tell you something a little bit deeper. The Bible says that to much is given, much is required. There's also something else that you should know in this. God will never promote who he hasn't prepared. everything you've gone through in your life is preparation for now, for what you're going to go. Because it's just like anything else. You can't teach a person how to get through unless you've gone through.
That's good.
All right. And because you've gone through some things in your life, at your lowest point, when you were alone, at your lowest point, you came face to face with yourself and your Creator.
Yes.
And so now he has prepared you. Everything you've done is preparation for now. The one thing that I want you to remember in all of this, though, don't ever forget this, because you have the talent, because you're good at this thing called motivation, influence, persuasion, you can get people to do stuff. Don't ever forget that it's always about the people. You know, it's always, because I forgot that one time. I forgot one time when, you know, I was making money, I was in the paper, I was on CNN, I was on all of this stuff. And I began to think about it. I started thinking it was all about me. And during that moment, when I began to think that, I forgot about the people. I was all about getting rich instead of enriching people. And that's what I like about you. I like about you because you've been at the point where you had money and you lost it. You've been at the point where it was all about you. Now it can be all about the people. So as long as you never forget that it's going to always be about the people and enriching their lives, you get rich in the process by not even trying.
Right.
But, you know, Zig Ziglar said, if you help enough people get what they want, you'll get what you want. You'll get what you want. And so I just want to say this to you in this process. I allow myself to be coached by you in the realm of the weight loss, to get my body right. And there are mental things. You know, I often say sometimes, when you say stuff, I write it down. I go write it down right away. I write it down because I'm still learning too. You know, it's like, you know, you look at Phil Jackson and Michael Jordan, you know, Phil learned a lot from Jordan.
Yeah, he did.
You know, Jordan was a superstar. Jordan, he was a superstar, but Phil sat back and said, you know, all right, Jordan, take the reins. And I see our relationship much like that. You know, I've been here, but right now, you are a shining star. But your star can only shine if it's always about, remember who your source is. God is your source. And remember that it's always about the people, always. Just like Tupac. God used Tupac to reach a group of people, but he didn't use the voice right. He didn't use the gift in the right way. His music is still here, but if he had taken that and turned it into something positive and where people's lives can be enriched, it would have been different. So, all I want to say is keep doing what you're doing. And I'll be here. I'm going to attach my wagon to yours. Yeah. That's what we do. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. That's what we do.